Twists versus braids. Both styles give us that fresh, defined look. However, after a couple days, you start to see that clean style fade away. That's how you know it's time to take that style out. But have you ever noticed that in this process, a whole new style is born? One that can give you the curls that we all crave. That's what a twist out or a braid out does. They say comparison kills, and that's exactly what we're gonna do today. We're gonna find out which one is better. I'm gonna put them to the test and see if they can handle a 10-mile run, wearing a beanie for hours, and sleep. By the end of this, we'll see how each style holds up, showing us which is the better takeout style. To prepare for both styles, I'll be using water. This is to add moisture to my hair, leave-in conditioner to retain the moisture, curling cream to enhance the curls, and Jamaican black castor oil to lock in all the moisture. But here's a quick rundown on how to do a twist. Create a small section and split it into two, with one strand in each hand. Then pass the left strand over to the right hand, while passing over the right strand under to the left hand. Then you repeat this process until you get to the very end where you can coil the twist into place. If your hair doesn't hold with the coils, use a hair elastic to hold it in place. Now for the braids, it's like a 3-man weave. The leftmost strand comes over to the middle, which moves the middle strand under to the left. Then you move the right strand over to the middle while moving the new middle strand under to the right. I know that might have sounded confusing, but if you need an in-depth tutorial on how to do a braid, click right here. Now that we have the twists and braids in, we have to let it marinate so that they hold their shape. So for the next 24 hours, I'm gonna leave them in, and tomorrow, we'll see just how defined they can get. Now it's time for the real transformation. I'm going to first start by putting some argan oil onto my fingertips. This will help minimize frizz when separating strands, add shine, and smoothing the hair, keeping the cuticles sealed. To take out a twist, start at the root and find a small opening between the two strands. Then gently run your fingers down the twist. See how easy that was? Wow. Now you repeat this process until you finished all of the twists, and then you'll have a twist out. But for the braids, they're not gonna be that easy, I can't lie. To start, remove the hair elastic that you put in to hold them in place. Then you gotta find where the braid formation ends and press down in the middle of the braid while also dragging it down. You don't wanna apply too much pressure when you press, just a little bit. You repeat this process until you're all the way at the root, and as you can see, this took way longer than the twists. Now that the twists and braids are out, let's compare them in terms of manageability, curl pattern, and volume. The twists were very easy to do and to take out. I was able to finish them in 20 minutes and take them out in 5, while the braids were a bit more complex since there is a third strand. I was able to finish those in 40 minutes and take them out in 15. So for manageability, it's pretty clear that it's going to the twists. Next, we're gonna look at how the curls are. Starting with the twists, we can see how the shape is clearly defined and it holds up well from the root down to the end. I like how you can see each individual strand clearly. Looking at the curls that the braids gave, we can see how the shape is much stronger toward the root compared to the ends, where they start to loosen up and start looking a bit fluffy. I also noticed that the definition is a bit different, as it's a bit more loose compared to the 2-strand twists. I like that the looser pattern gave the braid out a much longer effect compared to the twist out. But once again, I'm gonna have to give it to the twist out. They just hold that curl structure so much better than the 3-strand. The braid. Lastly, let's look at the volume. For the twist, there isn't much, but I think that's because of how defined they are. When you have more definition in your curls, the less volume you may have, because the braid out seems to be the complete opposite. Even though this is just from recently taking them out, you can see how the braid out gives a much fuller effect, covering majority of my head, while also showing the potential to create a bigger shape when they are split even more. For volume, braid out finally gets a point. Congrats. Because you're not gonna get many more after this. So that's my initial take on the results. Which style do you prefer based on the manageability, curl pattern, and volume? With the twist out and braid out in full effect, it's time to put them through their first test, a 10-mile run. I know a lot of us struggle when keeping our hair intact when staying active. Sweat can cause frizz, humidity can shrink curls, and constant movement can loosen the style. I want to make sure that my hair holds up so I can carry that look with confidence throughout the day. It's a challenge to find balance between staying fit and keeping your hair looking its best. And this is how my hair is looking after running 3 miles. I decided not to wear a headband or a hair tie, as I didn't want that to alter the results. By mile 5, I started to notice that the ends of my braids were expanding quick. I didn't know what to do, bro. There's no saving you. The area toward the roots were the only bits left that held that braid out pattern. The twist out, on the other hand, was looking perfectly fine. Looks identical to how it started. At the end of the 10 miles, both sides stayed very consistent from how they were in mile 5. This shows that while the braid out provides volume, it may struggle to maintain a defined shape under intense physical activity. Not really intense, like
10 miles out.
While the twists clearly held up better, maintaining their form and not frizzing out. So for the running test, it's going to the braid twists. Moving on now to the hat test. I'll be wearing a satin line beanie from Visual, and I heard they're gonna be dropping soon. But it will be very limited. So don't miss out. I'm doing this to see how my hair is gonna hold up with something compressing it down. As someone who's been wearing hats often lately, I know firsthand how they can alter the look of a style, flattening curls, causing frizz, or even reshaping the pattern altogether. Headwear can be tricky. It's meant to shield your hair, but it can also reshape it if the style isn't resilient enough. That's why I'm testing both the twist out and the braid out to see if they can hold their structure, volume, or if the satin line beanie will end up impacting their look more than I'd like. After cooking my lunch for the next couple of days, editing, and planning content for my upcoming week, I reveal what the hat has done to my hair. On the twist out side, the roots this time seem to be a bit more stretched. This could be due to how I pulled my hair down along with the compression from the hat. The definition, however, still held up, not losing much of its shape at all. On the other hand, the braid out seemed to take up more of its pursuit of becoming more voluminous. The ends continue to frizz and give off a larger than life look. If you're looking for a style that provides the most defined curls, the braid out might not be the best choice. But if you're after a more full and voluminous look, the braid out could be just what you're looking for. Hat test goes to the braid twists. Moving on to the final test. Sleep is one of the biggest challenges for maintaining a hairstyle because the constant tossing and turning can cause so much frizz, and it can flatten your curls, and it can stretch the style out. To help protect my hair overnight, I'll be using a bonnet and a satin lined pillowcase. This will help my hair maintain its moisture and reduce friction due to the material of the satin. It's easily a much better choice than that regular pillowcase that you can find anywhere. So you got them little white shits in your hair, because you use those. Nasty. The goal is to see which of these styles can retain the structure and shape after a full night's rest. Good night. After a very restful night, here's how my hair looked the next morning. Both sides appeared much frizzier compared to the day before. This could be because I didn't tie my hair up in a bun or a high puff to minimize the friction and protect the curls. The ends also started to bend upward, likely from being laid on. Taking a closer look at the twist out side, the structure held up surprisingly well. You can see the curl formation clearly from the ends to the roots. The braid out, however, showed more signs of wear. The ends became noticeably frizzy and started to unravel a bit, while only the roots maintained its shape. Overall, it's evident that the twist out was going to manage this better. Now that we put both styles through a full day of challenges, it's time to compare the final results to the initial takedown. Let's start with sustainability. Overall, the twist out held up better throughout the day, maintaining its shape and structure despite the physical activity, hat compression, and a full night's rest. The braid out, while still intact, showed more signs of frizz and lost its shape, particularly at the ends, making it less resilient when faced with these daily challenges. The braid out definitely expanded more throughout the day, giving a more full look when compared to the twist out. If you're looking for that big, bold style, the braid out has the edge in creating that effect. The twist out, while still holding its volume, remained more compact and controlled, offering a neater experience. The twist out clearly retained most of its curl pattern from the root to the tip. Even after all the tests, you can still see the distinct curl formation. The braid out, however, lost some of its initial definition, particularly at the ends, and became looser over time. Boo. You suck. If you're looking for a style that gives you definition and can withstand the challenges of a busy day, the twist out is the clear winner. It managed to hold its shape and its structure so much better than the braid out, making it ideal for those who want nice defined curls. On the other hand, if volume and a more full look is really important to you and you don't mind a looser curl pattern, the braid out is a great option. Ultimately though, it depends on your preference and what you're looking to achieve with your hair. Twists and braids aren't just styles I wear. They're protective looks that I can keep in for a week or two, allowing me to switch things up. But honestly, the best part is taking them out. That's when I get to see the curls that I've been waiting for with minimal effort, and it feels like a whole new look. But now I want to hear from you. Which style do you think performed best? Let me know what other hairstyles you want to see me compare next. Now get out. I'm gonna stop swearing. I'm just gonna say get out now.